Welcome back, friends, to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last few episodes, I was doing some of the instances here, particularly the 3 in the Flaming Deeps. But now it is time to move on to other areas within Mordor. Not Mordor, what am I talking about? Moria. So there are a few quests that are trying to send me to Nudmelek, including the epic quest here. But I don't think I want to go there just yet because that's the last region before Lothlorien, so I want to try to delve into some of the deeper aspects of Moria, and I think this guy will vector me into it with a quest. So let me speak with him. I believe something wicked.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Alright. I have known for some time that there was something truly vile happening at the Foundations of Stone. Before I sent my agents to the Shadowed Refuge, I saw orcs, or things that looked like they were orcs, picking through the fungus there. They had these great barrels on the side that they stuffed with the fungus and then mashed up into a fine pulp. Before I send you off to the Shadowed Refuge, I want you to understand what this means and how vile this truly is. On the outskirts of the Shadowy Dark, you will find these collectors. Hunt one down and bring its barrel back to me. Begin your search southeast of here. When the ground grows moist and the area dark with traces of red emanating from the fungus, you will know you are in the right place. Alright, so again, these are some instance quests, and this is also going to be some instance-based quests, but let me work on the one he just gave me for now, and then we'll go from there. Now, how far is this? It's like 1,600 meters. I think that maybe I can go to the Orc Watch, I want to say. Where's the Orc Watch? Come on now. There we go. I think this veers off into the Foundations of Stone pretty well. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so right through here. And I think actually I can take a pony or a goat to get myself a little closer. And I believe if I go to Nax Camp, that should be perfect. Alright, excellent. Let me head down through here. Now you may remember we got a little bit of sneak peek into the Foundations of Stone when I was doing some of the quests here at the other camp, where it had me drink a beer in each location of Moria. And then also, when I was doing some of the quests in this area, we kind of got to the outskirts of the Foundation of Stones with some of the Globsnaga orcs and some of the infected spiders. And you can see it's starting to kind of glow of an evil presence down here. That guy's on my tail. That's alright. I'm just gonna ride past him. Let's see. Alright, gotta keep going east before I head south. This is Abad Fakak. And still here within the Red Horn and Loads, I guess. Sorry, I was trying to find my words there. So there's another Moria mirror here. And do have a character right here. Is this spider really gonna chase this hard? Fine, I'll kill it. So I may not be able to just run past enemies here in the Foundation of Stones because they're level 59 to 60, I want to say. This mirror stands alone in a terrible corrupted mire of passages with the fungus creeping around it. You should tell someone at the Shadowed Refuge of the mirror you found in the deeps. Let me keep going here. So we are officially in the Foundations of Stone. You can see it's a pretty big map, and there's lots and lots to do here. Some very difficult quests, some difficult instances if I remember correctly. So it should be pretty fun, and again, I'm not going to be able to outrun these enemies. So I'm actually going to be having to do a little bit more fighting than I've been used to this season. That's alright, I can do that. we go. I got my fungus. So, Drawfleet is at the Shadowed Refuge, and then I gotta go back to the 21st Hall to turn in this quest, but my cooldown here is not ready. Maybe if I just run to the Shadowed Refuge, and then I can take a goat from there. And I could just run past these, but I do want to fight a little bit. It's been a while. I don't know why that spider is running away. Is it still going? Oh, that's weird. It like disappeared. It was like a named spider and it turned green and it kind of disappeared. Okay. I'm sure there's a quest related to that at some point. Alright, let me see if I can get... I do remember this about this map, that it's like very tricky to get to the actual camp here. I don't know why, but I always get lost trying to find my way up there. There's like a little hidden crevice somewhere where you gotta go up. I think maybe through here. See, I'm like under it. I remember this very well. I remember being very lost here. I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna try to head back here. These guys are gonna keep harassing me. Alright, let me see if I can figure this out. There's a res circle there. I want to say it's up through here, maybe? Yeah, this looks very promising. I do not think the dwarves understand the evils that dwell in the deep places of Moria. So this looks great. Oh, by the way, if you remember from like 100 freaking episodes ago, I had this Warden quest, Path of the Warden. And that was to talk to somebody here at the Foundations of Stone. So we're finally ready to do this freaking quest. After all this time, can you believe it? Well, let me start speaking with some of the characters here.
What is this world coming to?
So here we go, here's that Warden quest. Well met, Warden Kippen. No doubt you have come here to learn from my own experiences defending home and country from the forces of the enemy. I will be glad to show you what I know, but first we must act together to quell the forces of the enemy here in Moria. Let us speak further and see how we can help one another.
Stay and hear me out.
You have the look of an experienced warden, Kippen. As you well know, ours is the job of protecting homelands, no matter how odd home might seem. In this case, the dwarves seem to reclaim their ancient home of Moria, likely the largest city ever known to the peoples of Middle-earth. If you would lend your aid, the dwarves at the Iron Garrison would be most grateful, as would I. There are many nameless that infest the southeast reaches of the Foundations of Stone. Hunt them down, then return to me when you are finished. And again, I did already open up the stables here when I was doing that drinking quest.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
My thanks, Kippen. It won't be long before something or other decides to fiddle with it again. I'm sure, but for the time being, it's just a bit brighter down here, don't you think? Right, done with that. And then I guess I should set a milestone here. Let me do the Fanged Pit, because I don't think I'm going to be going back there. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and start speaking with these guys or if I want to head back to the 21st Hall to begin. Let me go to the 21st Hall real quick. Really need to memorize which milestone skill is which here because they all look the same. Alright.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Aye, this is the same mush I recall seeing before. Did you get a good look at the beast that carried this? Good, good. You see, I believe that the orcs there are changing themselves to become more like that thing. And that is what my agents are looking into at the Shadowed Refuge.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply. Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
So these are going to be instance quests within the Foundation of Stones, and when I do those instance episodes, I'll come back and pick these up. I don't want to do that right away.
Will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Let me head back to the Shadowed Refuge, and then we'll continue the adventure there. Or begin, I should say. We really just dipped our toes in for now. This is a difficult map, especially if you're doing it on level, but it's a pretty fun one, I think. And quite different than everything else here in Moria. They're really deep in the heart of the mountain here. And I think the name of the map is appropriate, the Foundations of Stone. So let me go ahead and get on my goat. Oh, I was looking at something off screen. Let me see something real quick. Actually, let me pull up my collections. Because I think I have another goat that I didn't know that I actually had. Let's see. Where did I see it? Rise Tame Redhorn Goat. Ale Association Goat. Maybe I was just imagining things. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Forget everything I just said.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls!
Warden, at your service. I am a historian. Khazad-dûm's greatest treasures, I believe, are in the records she has managed to keep safe for us, awaiting our return, protected from the ravages of time and orc alike. Some of these records mention strange things only called rune rocks, and the context seemed to indicate it does not mean merely a stone inscribed with written runes, as one could find anywhere else in Moria. The text speaks of them in terms of weapons or defenses. The dialect is a bit obscure here and there. Will you help me look for them? I have a feeling we will be glad of the knowledge.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Have you seen the orcs around these parts, friend Warden? Disgusting, aren't they? I doubt such horrors would have people Durin's worst nightmare. In his name, rid us of some of this infestation. You will find many of these infested orcs to the south around the encampment they call Dalgamru.
We have seen naught of Durin's Bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
Ah, perhaps he can be of aid. Have you seen these horrific nameless creatures? They have especially infested the area on the lake's eastern edge, I beseech you. Warden, go there and rid us of some of these revolting things. Have you realized that some of them don't even have heads? Vile, to be sure.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls.
What? Speak up, Kippen, if you need something. I'm Clinter. Are you sure you're also here to study the spiders? No, why ever not? Well, look at them, disgusting things. They have been infected by something, is what I think, but I have no idea what. I have been keeping some of them in cages below this cliff to go down and study them when I get a chance, but I have a small problem. One of them keeps managing to get free. There are many more out there, but the last thing we need is for her to get the others and bring an entire clutch down upon us. Head down the cliff and then look around the path to the north. She normally does not go far. I think she views this as some sort of wicked game. If you prod her enough, she should come running back to safety of the cage.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Every day I find myself astounded by the sheer numbers of huge fungus-infected spiders that we see near the Shadowed Refuge. If you wish to be of aid to us all, you would help us destroy them. They are found everywhere, but most especially around Tuzzlegund, east of here. With your aid, their numbers should gradually dwindle. So I guess that spider that I scared earlier is indeed part of a quest. So we'll go ahead and go do some of these. Not sure which way I want to head yet. Haven't decided. Maybe down here. No, I don't know if I want to. Fine, I'll go down here and I'll pick up a few enemies. A few nameless ones here. Alright, so done with that. Let's see. Ideally, I want to head towards the quest rings. So let me see if I can do that. And I'll just fight things along the way, I suppose. There should be plenty of opportunities to do fighting down here. Yeah, so let me head east, maybe? No, let me head northeast. No, I'm trying to get to that stupid quest ring, man, but it's like, it's hard to move around here. Too many cliffs. Let me just go down here and see what happens. I think there's a big drop off here. It's not that bad, I think. Well, no, it is pretty bad. Might not survive that. I think maybe here. No, I want to go that way. Alright, whatever. Let's just go for now and see what happens. Alright, let me stop for a second and do a little bit of fighting. Alright. I'll get to that quest ring eventually, I promise. What? Did I go around in a giant circle? What is this quest ring? Maybe that's just pointing me towards somebody. Let me put this on my tracker. So that's that other quest ring, I think. You go all the way that way. Should be able to grab a good chunk of enemies here to kill. There's a spider. Never mind, that's not the one. It just looked a little bigger, so I assumed it was it. And there she goes. So she did end up joining the fight here, and I think that counted. Maybe? I think it did. So let me see what's next. Need to kill more enemies, I guess, so I'm just gonna run around and look for some enemies. Good spider, that's a good little spider. Get back in your cage. Don't need to kill any more orcs. I need to kill some nameless creatures. You know what? I'm gonna take the plunge here and see what ends up happening to me. It's actually not that deep, especially if I stop in that pillar halfway through. Guess I'll swim in the acid pool of doom. Do I have more speed boosts? No, I used my last one. That kind of sucks. Got a bunch of clutter in my inventory though. Sorry about my phone going off. I do need to leave it on because there's some issues at work right now, so I might get called in. And I won't hear it through my headphones if it just buzzes, so I apologize if you hear a few phone noises here or there. These nameless creatures do look cool, I'll say that much. So this is an elite creature, Pulpum. A little bit more health there. Alright. Not really seeing much of anything down here. I was just trying to find a good concentration of the nameless creatures. Especially along the lake's eastern edge, so I would have to go all the way over there. It's a little ridiculous. I guess it's fine. I'll just map back to the foundations of stone once I'm done with it. Although I do need to go kill some spiders still, but looks like I found a spider nest right on cue. Alright, I wonder what I finished up here. Spider Slayer makes sense. Let's see if I can grab a few of these. Just need a couple more. Alright, excellent. Go try and find some nameless creatures again. I guess I'll just head east. So that's nice. There's goats everywhere that can kind of help me get back. Look at that big tower up there. Pretty sweet. I think we're going to be doing some quests there at some point. I think you guys will enjoy those. Go ahead and stop here to fight this guy. So I need 6 more for that Warden quest. I think I should be able to find them. There's an overseer right here. I guess I'm just gonna stop and fight everyone I see since they're a little bit more sporadic. Alright, that ought to do him in. Let me get back on my goat. Just gonna keep going east. That's where they told me. East edge of the lake. Hoping to find a good concentration of them. Still a little sporadic. Only 1 or 2 here or there. Fine, I'll stop and kill this one. So I've been thinking ahead to future seasons, and I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to be going, because I know for a fact that next season it's going to be Lothlorien, obviously. And then I'm trying to remember, content-wise, what came out after that. I can't remember if it's the Great River, or if it was ended with, or if it was Mirkwood. I want to say it was the Mirkwood expansion that came out right after Lothlorien, but I may be wrong. Gonna have to look all that up. Make sure I'm hitting the content in the appropriate order. Let him bleed. There's a blind strider here. I'm pretty sure he'll count as a nameless. That's good damage, almost 1700. Nice. So I need 2 more. I'm on the eastern edge of the lake. There we go. There's a couple of them here. They should count. The Darkling coming in. Alright, so I think that's everything. Let me head back to the Foundations of Stone. Shattered Refuge, I mean. And what happened here? I sold a hunter bow in the auction house. Excellent. Alright, let me turn all of these in.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
This situation is revolting. It is a good thing you've gotten rid of some of those orcs, Skippin', but our work is far from done.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs. Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
The spider is back? Good, Kippin, good. That brings me some relief. I know that she is relatively little thing, but I've no doubt that she could bring back a horde if she escaped. Let me go ahead and reforge real quick.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
Alright, let's turn in more quests.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
Ah, that's good news all around. That's 112 legs that won't be twitching through my nightmares anymore. Thank you, Kippin. My most sincere thanks. Let me start taking a look at some of these rewards. They may start being worth it, since the level is kind of catching up, but doesn't look like it. At least not for now.
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
Looks like I need to do another quick
Azog's
reforge
folk
here.
have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
You have greatly lightened my mind, Kippin. Now perhaps I can just put the whole business out. What? You saw dwarf corpses there? And they were gnawed upon? Aye, oi. Well, let's see what I got here as far as rewards. Yeah, whatever.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Okay, so I think that's actually going to do it for this episode. I hope you're excited about the adventures we're going to have together at the Foundations of Stone. It's a pretty interesting map. My zoom in and out thing is not working. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Be sure to leave a like on the video, join the fellowship by hitting the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.